Hello everyone, welcome to Startup Academy. So in this video, we shall be analyzing your GS paper. Okay, so starting with our series, actually it won't be a series, it will just be a video, a normal video for your analysis so that you get to know what you all have attempted, and for the all ISS aspirants or IES aspirants who are wishing to appear in the coming year. So for them also it will become easy what type of questions are asked and sort of those things only. One more thing, this time it was realized that okay, this thing has been happening since CSC examinations conducted by UPSC, because the pattern was completely changed, different things happened, and out of nowhere the questions appeared. Obviously UPSC is known for this particular thing, but aspirants who are preparing themselves, they actually follow the 10-year program or 10-year PYQs so that they get to know the idea. But this time, the CSE examination or conducted by UPSC has shocked everyone. Therefore, we are believing, or we believe that the cutoff shall go down for that particular thing. And it was same thing that was observed in your IES and ISS examination, that PYQs that we used to solve and the PYQs that has been provided actually on the site of the UPSC also. So from that, least portion was seen again, whereas majority of the portion was new to all the students. And to our students, hopefully we hope that you must have known major of the topics, and the required marks are obviously around 20 to 25. But if you tend to gain more than 40 marks, therefore you have more chances to appear in the interview, because we believe that statistics subjects, being it is your subject, so being a student of statistics, you must be having command on that. Your basic command, the rules of the command or the disintegration shall be in your English or your GS. So for that particular thing, we are offering you a new batch that is being launched if in the month of July, and the session admission had already started. So if you want to enroll yourself, you get yourself enrolled, and the fees and every pattern of you of that particular program, you can get to know either your on WhatsApp, or you can call us, or you can ask us on our site. You can visit our site, you can visit our channel on the YouTube also, and there you can get more information. Okay, coming to our video now, we have this paper. This paper says that these are the general instructions which you all must have read and which you all must read before actually attempting the question. So it is 3 hours, 3 hours paper, like that used to be there in your board examination and all those examinations. So you must be having that sort of practice. If not that sort of practice, because बहुत time हो गया है, कहाँ आप 10th class की 12th class की बात कर रहे हो मैम, that is a long time back. So for that also we have a facility that we will be giving you an aura, an environment in which you will have to practice. That is not the thing of choice or option that you can leave. That is a compulsory factor that you need to practice on that particular thing, so that the environment is created and your hands get in the practice itself. Okay, so this is the options, and sorry, these are not the options, these are basically the instructions. So they are saying that 4 questions are to be attempted. So here 4 questions are there, and internal choice, koi choice nahi hoti, internal koi external choice nahi hoti, all the questions are to be attempted. And the basic thing is that you should attempt all the questions so that at least a point could be gained. Even half mark can add up to a great result during the declaration. So that also is the basic thing that you need to play, but that point should be relevant. So that thing also should be kept in mind, because you are appearing for UPSC, ISS, IES, and these posts are not a so-called post. So these are highly classified posts. So UPSC से ही पता चल जाएगा. Anyway, we have number of marks are indicated. Then they are saying that candidates are required to write clear, legible and concise answers to adhere to the word limits. Word limits will be provided. According to the word limits are, you need to write the answer, not that you are filling up the pages unnecessarily, because here the time limit is there. Okay, coming to our paper analysis, the rest of the things you can just read it out. Here we have, they are saying you need to answer in around 200 words. In around 200 words. This is the word limit that has been provided. So आपको 200 words के अंदर you just need to write the answer. So if we see, the पहला question says that modern municipal administration with today's municipality. See the comparison they are asking for the municipality that we have right now. That means the political science they are asking along with the Mauryan Empire also they are asking. So ancient history along with the political science, the combined question has been framed in front of you. Then you have discussed the influence of Indian politics and culture of Southeast Asia during the ancient period. Southeast Asia की अगर हम बात करें, यहाँ पर we all know कि Chola Empire was there, Cheras were there. So that you could have mentioned because they were the leading territories. Three three more were there, so that is on you. Let's not discuss the answers because disclosing or discussing the answers will make you feel disheartened, will make you feel joyful. So I don't want you all to feel that before the examination. But if you want me to bring the answer key also, I can get that for you. Anyway, we are just analyzing it, so let's see what all sort of questions actually came. So here we have discussed critically the character and achievements of Shivaji Maharaj. Again, the ancient period they are asking, with special reference to his constructive statesmanship and nation building activities. So these particular things are again asked. Then we have analyzed the destruction of Indian cotton industry under the British rule and the impacts. This came from your modern history. Explain the contribution of national freedom movement to the women's liberation movement in the 20th century. This was the major question that we had told that such sort of questions are expected in the examination. Therefore, pay great attention to the contribution made by the women during the national freedom struggle. So that was the question that was given much importance from our side as well. So basically, अगर हम conclude करें question number 1 के लिए, so we can say that for the question number 1, majority part was from our ancient history. Majority part was from our ancient history. See, majority portion was from our ancient history. Question number A, question number B, question number C, and these two are from your, I would say, these two are from your modern. And one more thing, since it was known to all of us that the Mughal period has been removed, so that was least expected, and since syllabus was kept aside by the examiner who was making the question paper, so that was kept in the mind. So history के लिए we have seen ancient history plays the major role along with the Vedic history also. You should know Vedic history is also important. So we cannot just prioritize our this particular thing. What do we call this? Modern history. We cannot just prioritize modern history and go with the flow. So that is not recommendable. But due to lack of time, we could not upload our Vedic period and this ancient history videos on time because we were supposed to cover the geography, the political science, and every other thing also. But this time we will keep our YouTube family happy by providing you all these videos as well. Anyway, coming on to the next particular thing that we have, it says in question number 2, in around 200 words, the development of the satellite, answer the following in around 200 words. So the first is the development of the satellite. The development of the satellite towns is an essential feature for decongesting the capital cities, discussed with reference to National Capital Region of Delhi, providing suitable examples. Then you have retreating glaciers have impacts beyond local landscape. So retreating monsoons we have heard. What are retreating glaciers? So that was they were asking. So retreating glaciers के बारे में we had read. I guess it is on our channel, not on our YouTube. I guess it is on YouTube also. So if it is not there, then I can upload a video on this particular thing because this we are done in great detail. So that we can upload again. Okay, then we have the Alps, Andes, and Himalayas were formed from the similar tectonic movements. Explain the orogenic process and the key differences among the mountain chains. So, mountains we had not covered on the YouTube, of course, but these were given major importance during while asking this question because they are saying the tectonic movements. Firstly, you should have explained what tectonic movements are. You should have explained their places where they actually are, from which line to which line they extend, and then you should have come to the orogenic processes. Coming on to the next question, that is 2D. What do you understand by the term cultural landscape? What are the key aspects of cultural landscape? The SDGs are the urgent calls to action. Explain SDG 1, 5, 11 in terms of building inclusive, sustainable cities. So that makes your geography part, and this geography part you can say that it was somewhat high level, so we will keep it in the level of for history we can go for level moderacy, whereas it is your prime level. The question framed this year were prime for geography part of yours. So cutoff shall decrease because of this part of geography because it is your prime part. Okay, coming on to the next thing. Next thing says that the question number 3. Answer the following in around 200 words. India's infrastructure strategy over recent years reflects a decisive shift towards scale, integration, and quality. Do you agree with this statement? So that was just either you are agreeing or not agreeing type of question. So that was again discussion. Then you have in what ways can India design artificial intelligence? NEP type of question because this particular thing has been involved in all the NEP programs. So it came from there that aligns with its own economic realities rather than replicating unsustainable models from the advanced economies. Give a brief outline for India's Panchamrit strategy. That was again a typical type of question that was unexpected by UPSC, but unexpected is what UPSC's synonym. Reflect the committed Reflect on the committed efforts and initiatives made by the government of India to transform India into desirable tourist destination. And on this AI particular thing, we did current affairs. Many current affairs we did. Many. I would suggest many, many, many. If you could have mentioned either of them, at least you can gain a mark. So, reflect on the committed efforts and initiatives made by the government of India to transform India into a desirable tourist destination. With this also we did current affairs, and I remember it's there on our YouTube channel. So regarding that current affair, if you could have mentioned a point, 2 points, 3 points, then you can gain a point. Then in what ways Pradhan Mantri Janjatiya Vikas Mission strengthens environmental sustainability while facilitating livelihood and entrepreneurial opportunities for tribal population? This again came from your current affair topics. And if we talk about this section number 3, so this has to be prime. Therefore, it is prime because current affairs are unknown to us. It is a wide portion. You need to cover a large amount of portion. So we can say that 2+ years current affairs were asked. They were not correct, but still they were asked. So 2+ years current affair previous years current affairs were asked. And also one more thing, that major current affairs were referring to the yojanas. So they demanded yojanas from you. So it is on you whether you have mentioned what sort of initiatives were taken by the government and whether they are implicated or whether they have intrigued among the people and the public, accepted by the public and by the laws and all that particular thing. That was supposed to be answers. Anyway, coming on to our next particular topic. So this was supposed to be the prime question. UPSC current affair topic and general knowledge refers to the prime level. So if it is not prime level, it is not UPSC. So UPSC has marked its level again, showing that we are UPSC. So again, coming on to the next question. So this was as expected question again. Coming on to our next particular question. This question is your question number 4, referring to your political science or polity. Again, 200 word limits for each is there. Then you have the preamble of the Constitution of India is not just the declaration of its ideals, but it represents the foundational philosophy of republic. If you know the preamble of the Constitution, if you know the preamble of India, India, the Republic of India, we know India as the Republic of India. So they are saying that you need to focus upon the Republic. Why is it the Republic? Instead of its declaration of its ideals, major parts are also there, but we are saying that the republic. Then you have the efficacy of the parliament is enriched not only by the access disadvantaged and marginal groups have to the parliament, but it is accomplished by their presence within specific parties to represent social interests, advocate policies on their behalf. So this particular question again challenges you whether you are this with this statement and how you are with this statement, because they are not saying comment, they are saying discuss. Then you have, after more than 30 years of 73rd 74th constitutional amendment acts, you should have mentioned when did they occur, where did they. If you are not aware of the answer up till here, I'm not aware of the answer because I haven't read the question full, but they are saying constitutional amendment acts. So from this only I should have marked when did they occur, their date I should have marked. If I am not aware of the answer, then I should have marked from where it was adopted. This constitutional amendment acts, the procedure, from where have we adopted this particular thing, so that place you could have marked. The focus of the states is more on 74th constitutional as compared to 73rd. As it was told to you that these two will come because of the addition of various things in the preamble itself, in the constitution itself, and that led to various changes. Why it changes in our constitution, therefore these two are important and they were expected to come in your examination, and hence they came. So this was as expected. To ensure the propriety of the finances expenditure, it is essential that the office of Comptroller and Auditor General of India is further strengthened. So that is again related to your articles. So if you could have mentioned their articles, if you could have mentioned what their what their features are, how can one become that, or how does one reaches to that particular stage, and what are they asking? Huh. What are their office duties? So remembering their office duties and remembering the power that they have, that particular thing should be enhanced. So both the comparisons and not the comparison, actually the relations could have mentioned. So you could have gained all the 5 marks. In a bid of favor to Indian economy, what strategies were adopted by the government of India to navigate through the US tariff regime? So we can say that political science, if you will read polity with us, I assure you you will get good marks. But if you read polity, the revision and the revision phase should never end when you are reading polity. This is the basic factor that you should remember while reading polity. So polity I would mark moderate. सो अगर पूरा ओवरऑल ऊपर ऊपर से हिसाब लगाकर कंक्लूजन देखा जाए, तो वी कैन से द क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 refers to your moderate. Question number 2 was your prime level, and question number 3 has to be the prime level, and your question number 4 was again moderate. So easy peasy question तो नहीं हो सकता because it is UPSC and you are getting moderate sort of questions. It means you have prepared well, means you have studied well and you are prepared well. So that is the basic thing. So we can expect a good cutoff for GS, but since you all are ISS aspirants, therefore the expected cutoff must be less than 50. I think so. I can just say that less than 50 it can be, and we are just expecting. We are not saying that it is the cutoff. It is just an expectation. So we can just expect less than 50 marks to get off as a cutoff. But again, these are just the passing numbers you need to get. If you could have scored well in your GS, that would have benefited you to reach the interview and to reach the position. Hence, we would conclude that this was the pattern that was observed during our analysis for GS examination. Thank you and keep watching.
Welcome to StatUp Academy, India's exclusive coaching for ISS, where statistics meets excellence. StatUp Academy,